Hello, good morning, Professor. Hi, Alexandra.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
Hi, this is Devika from Next Genius. So good to see you all.
Good to
A
see
very
you.
good morning to you all and good evening to all my attendees here today. All right, so I think we still have like 5 minutes to go for the session to begin. So meanwhile, we'll just let more students, parents, educators to join in. And then I would just like to, start off with a brief introduction and give it over to Professor Ayad.
Am I able to join to share the screen or just wait until?
Yes, I will definitely prompt you as when you can share your screen.
All right.
So yeah, I wanted to ask one thing. So would you like to take the question answers like through your presentation, like, both simultaneously, or would you like to take the Q&A towards the end of the session?
I don't mind.
All right.
It could be at any time.
All right, sure.
I think if people are asking questions through the text feature, the chat box,
Yes.
like an admission or like a general question about Beloit College, then I can go ahead and answer some of those. But if there are programs specific to the majors,
Right.
I'll keep track of those. And if we leave a few minutes at the end, Dr. Said, I can help facilitate that.
Right. Sounds great. All right, so I think since we have 4 minutes in hand and why not to utilize that, I would like to start with a brief introduction that hi, good evening to everyone present here. This is Devika Agarwal, communications expert from the Next Genius Foundation, and welcome everyone, our educators, our students, parents, our very lovely panelists, Professor Dr. Eyad and admissions officer from Beloit, Alexandra, to our very third webinar of the Exploring Majors webinar series that is talking about data science. So before I come to that, here's a little bit of Next Genius. That Next Genius is a registered charitable trust founded in 2014, and we helped grade 12 students and gap year students with full tuition scholarships for their undergraduate education in the United States. And we are very happy that Beloit is our partner college. And one thing which I would absolutely love to say is we have a very strong Next Genius community at Beloit College. Out of all the colleges, we have a maximum number of students enrolled there. So that's a very advantageous point to say. And so if you're in your grade 12 here and if you're listening to us, please feel free to check out our website and make a choice to apply for scholarships this year. Okay, so beginning with, I give a warm welcome to Professor Eyad Haj Said, and he's done his PhD in computer engineering from West Virginia University, and of course, being an assistant professor in computer science at Beloit College, he's taught a panorama of courses throughout, but to name a few out of many, it's computer architecture, data structure and algorithms, mobile applications. He also has an experience in ABET accreditation, which simply means that a college or a university follows by the standard and quality of a profession. So, and now today he's here to talk about the emerging field of data science. So without any further ado, I would like Dr. Ayad to take over the presentation, share his screen, and y'all can please post your questions and we can see, we can maybe take it in the middle or towards the end of the session. Thank you.
Hello. Hello. This is Eyad Haj Said. I'm very pleased to have this presentation with you. I would like to introduce the two new majors at Beloit College and explore data analytics and data science majors at our college. Let me introduce myself. I am Eyad Haj Said. I have a PhD in computer engineering from West Virginia University at 2007. I was working in developing fully automated systems to recognize people from their teeth. So basically, I was one of the team members who were working on developing fully automated systems, ADAS, which is similar to developing fully automated systems from fingerprints, plus working on ears. I worked in several institutions before working with Beloit, but really, I really enjoy working at Beloit College. Like I have started working with at Beloit College at 2016. And the environment at Beloit College is really different. I taught several courses, and I've been teaching several courses in the field of object-oriented programming, threads, operating systems, data structures and algorithms, computer architecture, computer organization and assembly languages, data mining, artificial intelligence, multimedia systems, fuzzy logic, and neural networks. And I taught some classes in math related to statistics and discrete math. My field of research is related to biometrics, digital image processing, and data mining and data fusion. So let me go through the data. What is data analytics and what is data science? These two programs, or this program that we are working on right now, and this is the new program, is interdisciplinary program with unique liberal arts approach. And the students will become familiar with techniques of collecting, organizing, processing, analyzing, communicating data, and how to automate this process for a world of big data. And this is we have like our fingerprint on this measure that we want to become aware. We want the students to be aware of a humanistic foundation of data work as they learn to make data-driven decisions. So basically, now we have like the world, we are collecting data now wherever we go, we are collecting data, but these data, they need process. It's just like we don't want them to be just on our machines or on our cabinets or whatever. No, we want to get benefit of this data. And this data, we want to automate this process, starting from how do we make the collection, how do we make processing, how can we extract certain patterns or certain information, useful information that could be useful in every field in our life, medical, businesses, the government, any kind of these fields. It's important for us now to know about this. So this field now is very important, and we believe that our students, even now, they are starting asking about this field, and they are interested in doing something in these fields. So that's why we worked in the last 2 years heavily to to make this program done. So what outcomes does this program offer? So it's learn not only how to work with data, but also the humanistic foundation of the data work. I want to put here to say that we have this is like maybe unique or distinct for our college, because we want maybe in other colleges they don't care about this humanistic foundation of the data work. We are interested in this field and we want to put our fingerprint on this field. And we are going to say, okay, the student should have or the graduate student is going to acquire the required skill for this. So, and be prepared for start working or to go through graduate school. And the other thing is, we want the students or the graduate students to work in a variety of fields that make use of complex data sets. In the field of business, art, science, government, all of these fields. Again, what is the difference, or what are the differences between the data analytics and data science majors? So data analytics includes a stronger emphasis on humanistic foundation of data work. And it's recommended for those interested in data analytics job across industry, government, and nonprofit sector. While data science requires more math and training. And they are focusing in data mining and machine learning. And recommended for those intending to pursue higher degree in data science or wishing to work with big data. So why does Beloit College offer two majors? Because we want to understand the diversity of our students' interest. So the math-heavy data science major is the appropriate choice for students planning to go to graduate school in data science or get data scientist job, which often require more advanced modeling and the ability to deal with larger and more complex data sets. That's why we are going to see after a while that this major is going to have heavy courses in the field of math and computer science comparing to some other courses, plus some courses that are oriented only for data science. While the data analytics major is the appropriate choice for students' interest in data analytics job across industry, government, and nonprofit sector, which requires somewhat simpler skill compared to data science. So they are going to know exactly, they can know exactly, or they can understand exactly what's happening, but not in that deep. So I have here some questions. Is it important to know computer science to take data science in undergraduate? No. We are going to start from the scratch here. But it is important that to know that you are going, I'm gonna go through some what will happen, or what our curriculum will look like for data science. There is like big intersection between computer science and data science courses at certain point. Can biostatistics be considered in data science? Yes, it can be. It could be part of it. Again, it's not going to be. I mean, again, data science is going to be an interdisciplinary program, and we want the students to focus at certain field. So, for example, biomedical or biology or whatever, and then apply certain techniques that are going to be useful for analyzing data or working on the data. Is there any similarities between data science and data analytics? Yes, at certain point there is similarities between them, but again, as I said, that data science is going to be deeper or heavy program in the field of math and computer science comparing to data analytics. Again, not every job need to when you are going to go to job, it's not necessary sometimes to know everything or to go heavily in for development or these things. Such maybe you need to be okay to understand what's happening. Maybe you need to be a bridge between the people who are going to work heavily in the data science as a data scientist and with the and and the business itself. So you are going to be in between, and you can understand certain things about the field that will support also the computer scientist. Again, as I said, that here we are data analytics or business analytics. Here, business analytics is going to be focused on the business data, but again, maybe for data analytics, it could be any kind of data. It could be any kind of field that we want to work on. Let me continue, and then maybe a lot of things that of these questions will be answered during the presentation. So who teaches these courses? Let me tell you about the history of how how we worked on this program. Actually, those, I mean, that there are like a lot, I mean, more than 10 or 10 to 15 faculty members who was working or who were working in developing this this program, and the professor Zip Pham, who has the idea of doing this. She's from the economics department, and she one of the major people who were working on these developing this program. She was not the only one who was working on this. Like a group of people from different fields, from different departments, were working hard to make this program done. And so faculty from different academic fields bring their diverse perspective into teaching approaches to the field. So from math, computer science, economics, biology, political science, chemistry, anthropology, and modern languages. And we developed several courses, new courses that are not already available at Beloit College to meet the requirement for this program. And the administration of the college is doing a lot of support for this program for the faculty to work on this program and develop this program. So let me go through the structure of the curriculum. So we have core courses. Those core courses, they are going to be around math, statistics, and computer science. Disciplinary specialty. So here we want the students to focus also not only on, we want the students to know more about certain discipline. For example, economics, psychology, political science, education, biology, chemistry, whatever it is. So when the student is going to know more about this field, then he can or she can understand the whenever she or he is the student is going to apply the techniques that's going to be learned from in this field in data science, they can find a new field, which is, for example, geology. There is a student who was working with me last year and with Dr. Swanson in the chair of geology department in analyzing the data of springs in Wisconsin area, and how I mean, being able to understand those things in the geology and then map it to what we have here in data science, this combination here is wonderful. So we want the students to focus on certain things here that, okay, I want to focus on this kind of data or understand this kind of data and then apply data analytics or data science on this field. Students take a sequence of 3 to 5 courses that teach disciplinary thinking and how data is used in that discipline. Courses from humanities on data work. This is important, especially the things that are related, for example, to ethics and to know more about the effect of the human on data, or it's very important. Once sophomore seminar that introduces students to the data science and analytics major and career, and one senior seminar or capstone experience in which students work on a real data project. Real data project. So if we are going to look like, again, to be more specific, what are the courses? So we are so we have here math. We have here 9 units. The students has to take 9 units related to math and computer science. And this basically, let me divide them into 2 parts. The first part is going to be related to math. So calculus 1, calculus 2, linear algebra, math, statistics 1. Again, this is not the only courses that the students can take. There are several courses that are related to math, and this may support the students also more if the students needs to know more about, for example, we have mathematical statistics too. The students also can take this course also. It's not, this is the minimum. So the students has to meet those minimum requirements for that major, but it doesn't mean that, okay, the students cannot take more courses than this. So if we have calculus 1, calculus 2, linear algebra, statistics 1, or mathematical statistics 1. And then we have several courses in the field of computer science, which is going to be the following. So we are going to have here object-oriented programming, and basically we are going to focus on Python. Why Python, not other programming language? Because Python maybe is going to be, it has the best or one of the best open source libraries for machine learning and data mining. So that's why we want the students to start working on this from the beginning. Again, it is not maybe the only programming language that we want the students to learn. We are offering something in Java. The students will learn self-learning in some kind of projects, some other programming languages, such as Java, C#. Then we are data structure and algorithms. This is, we are going to learn the students the basics of algorithms, data structures, what is the graph, what is tree, what is the list, and those are basics in computer science. Now, we want to focus here on databases, 1 and 2. Here, data mining. This is, the students is going to learn how can we extract patterns or useful data from data, prediction, such as prediction, classification, clustering, anomaly detection. So we are going, by the way, we are going to offer this course next spring because we have big demand on this. So the students are asking from now about prediction, classification. They want to work on this. And this machine learning course, this is going to be specific, more specific course oriented to as a project, and the students is going to apply techniques in machine learning in a capstone project. So, and we hope that we can find the students is able to work on a real data. So, and there are several, those are the minimum courses that has to be taken in the field of math and computer science. Now, the students has to take 2 units in the field of humanities. This include data ethics, which we consider that this is very important. Data ethics, the students is going to learn this not only specifically in this course, it's going to be part of all of the courses that we are going to teach, but this is oriented to data ethics. Plus what we have in digital history, data visualization, graphic design, counting, writing, seeing, statistical approach to Latin poetry. So we have here a list of courses that the students can take, and based on in the students' interest. As I said before, we have 2 seminars, one for sophomore and one for senior levels. Again, we have here 3 units minimum. Again, 3 units minimum, or 3 to 5 units has to be taken from disciplinary field. For example, there is a course in biology that's going to talk about biometrics, and this course is going to teach students how to apply certain techniques of data analytics or data analysis on the data of biometrics. The other field, which is data analytics, it's going to be lighter in terms of math and computer science, but the students it's going to take calculus 1, it's going to take programming, and the students are going to take data structure and algorithm, database 1 and 2. So those things, the students doesn't need to know too much about the algorithm that's going to be used or approaches that's going to be used for prediction, classification, clustering, neural network, Bayesian classifiers. Those like things are not like students maybe we don't want him to be like to worry about this. So this is the courses that are going to be offered in math and computer science. Again, this is not the only courses that the students can take. Again, there are several courses can be taken from the students additional to these courses. Here, instead of having 2 units in humanities, the students, the same courses, has to take 3 units. The same courses, but instead of 2, they are going to be 3 units. Here, the same thing here. We have 2 seminars, and the students has to take 3 to 5 units in the disciplinary field. Students are encouraged to get involved in a variety of projects and internship to gain experience of working with data in professional environments. Let me talk about my experience very briefly. In the summer, for example, last summer, I worked with 3 students in computer science and in math and computer science in the biomedical project. And we were working basically in developing an approach to predict heart disease and chronic kidney disease based on clinical and lab data. So, the students actually, they were very interested, and they show a lot of ability to work on this field. And frankly, many of these 3 students, they changed their mind after this research and start thinking in a different way about their career. So what we have here, we have a lot of campus opportunities. So we have data-related job at offices such as institutional research, assessment, and planning, alumni and development, student-run marketing research firm, Bellmark Associates, Summer Career Bridge, project-based course on data analytics taught by professionals from various industries with a professional networking session at the end. Empirical research project with faculty from various departments. Professional networking. Assistance in landing jobs and internships from experienced faculty, career mentorship by a strong alumni network, include courses in math, statistics, and computer science. Many of our alumni obtain master's or PhD degrees in data science or related fields. One of my students now he's doing like PhD in the field of data science and machine learning, and we keep in touch with him. He just applied last year, and this is the first year for him there. They are doing this because basically what we are learning before starting this program. We currently start like, okay, we are preparing the students to be in this field or to be interested in this field. So we are intentionally, we don't want them to be like data science, but basically, or based on what we are seeing, that many students that are going in this field and they are ready to work in this field after graduation. So I'm going to give you some examples of these, such as here we have Sunny. Sunny was an economics and international relations double major and mathematics minor. And she's currently working as data scientist at LinkedIn. So Sunny is in charge of analyzing large scale structures and unstructured data to deliver product related data insights. She's also responsible for conducting causal analysis and developing causal methodology and machine learning models to drive business impact. Tom, again, economics and French double major with a math minor. And he is a manager of bank analytics at Cardilytics. So he leads team of analytics to provide advertiser partner with analytics guidance. His job is to produce standard and custom campaign analysis to prove the success of the company and the program. Tom also designs, forecasts, measures, tests of consumer behavior on certain platforms. From these practices, he is able to develop new analytics products and methodologies. Yang is a mathematics and biology double major, and he's currently a senior data scientist at Capital Group. For day-to-day tasks, he meets with internal team to align priorities, codes, and builds models. He is also in charge of communicating with businesses partners and manages offshore data science consultants. His project focus on creating the company's next generation sales model using machine learning and geographical optimizations. Yang's interest in designing statistical experiments to test and deploy new models, which are pitched to business stakeholders afterward. Georgie became a finance and marketing intern at Black Hawk Transportation, a transport and logistics company in Beloit, which he discovered at a marketing event for a local business. An economics major from Albania, Georgie is comfortable connecting with future employees, and he is crunching numbers. So what is the future of data science and analytics? So the data are, the data are collecting. We became a data driven. So we have satellite data, we have medical data, we have business data, we have stock market data, we have coronavirus data. We have a lot of data that are collecting every day, every hour, every minute. But this data has to be, again, it has to be processed. It has to be useful to take certain decision in our life. So based on LinkedIn, actually the data science roles have grown more than 650% from 2012 to 2017. So now it's going to be more. Now it's going to be more and more. So this growing of the need for this field now it means that we need to prepare our students for this market. We have big demand on this. For myself, every day I receive I'm receiving like several emails every day from recruiters or companies asking me about people in the field of data science, and if I can like refer anyone to work on this field. Big demand on this, very big demand. Even when even if I believe that if the market or is not that good, maybe, but the demand on this field is very high, even at certain circumstances that are not good, but there's big demand on this field. And that idea here, they are needed not only for certain field, they are needed in all of the fields, So you can find them in medical field, you can find them in the government, you can find them in the businesses, you can find them in the IT, so this need is not only for example, I am computer science and I want major and I want just to work for example, Microsoft or Google or whatever. No, those graduates in the data science or data analytics major, every organization, every institution needs, for their own progress, for the future, they need to have those kind of people to meet the need of their businesses. So I want to mention that the program link is going to be available at the following website, and please contact Alexandra or me for any questions that you are going to you have after this presentation, and both emails and contact informations are going to be available. We are going to be more than happy to answer your questions or your concerns or issues that you're going to have here in the future. And I want to thank you to give me the opportunity to talk to Next Genius Scholarship Program, and thank you very much. Please feel free to ask me any questions if you have any questions.
Dr. Said, we still have a bunch of questions about comparing business analytics to data science. So if you could talk a little bit more about how they intersect, does one mean the other? Is one applied to the other? We seem to have a lot of questions about that.
So okay. So I believe that I answered several questions here. Can I do an online certification in data science while I'm still in 11th? If yes, will it benefits me later when I'm applying for a job? So this question is related to having online certification in data science at Beloit College or in general?
Sounds like it might be a general question because it's something he wishes to pursue while still in secondary education.
Yeah. So, I mean, learning is important at any time, and having certifications are very important at any time. Again, in the college, it could be helpful to finding a job, but again, in the college, you are not learning the techniques. You are learning how do you make like teamwork? How do you make communication? How do you make, how do you present your work? How do you build your connections? It's not only the skills. Technical skills are important, but it is not the only thing that you are going to learn. And the other thing is, what is the field that you want to apply those knowledge or these techniques that you are going to use? This is different. I mean, we want the students to know more about certain field. So, and then apply those like what we learn in the data science and data analytics in that field. So this is maybe the difference between what we are offering and online certifications. Again, communications with, as I said, there are several things that can be learned by attending the school, the colleges and universities. So there is, I mean, data science now is the future, and it's not. I have a question here from, which is, I am from India. So do you think there is a good scope for data science here? It's going to be in everywhere. Data science now is maybe one of the most important fields that's going to be not only here in the United States or North America, it's going to be in everywhere. And again, is statistical mathematics one of the main requirements for data science? Yes. For data science, yes. It's one of the main requirements. And that's why we are offering at least one course as in this field as a main course or a core course in this field. Do you want me to go back to what is the basic difference between data science and data analytics? This is the main question.
I could step in, Dr. Said, about some of the questions about, what's a requirement for data science. We've got students asking, what do I need to take in order to be admitted into your program? So I've been clarifying that, when we're talking about requirements for the field, I think you're talking about, what we teach through the course of our program. But for admission consideration, for students who want to study data science or analytics at Beloit, we don't list specific requirements for what's HL or what's standard level or what classes must you take, because a student only declares their major once they're admitted to the college. So this is quite common in the US. You would apply for admission to the entire college or university, and then you declare a course of study after you've had some time to explore. So we would love to see, math, higher level math and some sciences and things like this, but it really depends, like Dr. Said said, on where you want to take your data science. You know, maybe you're interested in data science in nonprofit management or data science in healthcare. So, you know, we're going to help you define what industry you're interested in working in. So we don't list very specific courses that we need to see in order for you to be admitted into the program. I hope that clarifies.
So I want to say here, there are many students who are taking, for example, who are taking Introduction to Programming, Object-Oriented Programming. After taking this course, they find themselves, they are very excited about this course, and they feel that, okay, this is what I want in my life. So they start taking more courses in computer science, data structure and algorithm. After that, they are going to define or to declare computer science as a major. Here, the same for data science. Maybe you are not going to go ahead directly and say, I want to be in computer science, in data science field or data science, data analytics. After taking certain classes, you are going to feel, okay, this is what I want. This is what I feel I'm gonna fit. Let me make it easier for you. So we have, there's a question about like basically difference between data science and data analytics. When I was like doing my master's degree, there were two fields. For example, computer science or computer engineering, and then there is something which is going to be information systems. I was sitting with people with the same students. We are students from two different majors, but some of them they were like information system. Some of them they were, for example, computer science. As a computer science and information system, we were taking the same course sometimes, but at certain point there are some differences between us. They were focusing more about maybe management at certain point or courses in certain field. But as a computer science, we were focusing on more details. There are some combination of between these two. As technical or deep or heavy math or heavy computer science courses, we are not going to see that in data analytics. All right. Machine learning, data mining, those courses, statistics, those courses are heavy courses. And not everyone is going to be able to deal with these courses, all right? But at work, we need both of them. We don't, again, when you go to the job, in the job, you are not going to find, you don't need all of the times people who are going to be just, okay, heavy knowledge of math or heavy knowledge of computer science. No, we need everything. So we need maybe this, I talked about this bridge between, maybe sometimes we need a bridge between the people who are going to work in development and the people who doesn't know anything about data or doesn't know anything about data science. Maybe the data analytics can understand more about what their needs, and they can transfer this to the developers in a better way. So they can understand the field or the humanistics behind the data in a better way. Is that fine? Should we have to finish, right? Within 2 minutes.
Yes, 2 more minutes.
So universities in Canada for data science, differences between, so thank you. All right, is there any other questions here?
There's one more about humanities. Let's see, humanities and data science. So maybe talking about some possible, career paths for those with that kind of double major interest.
So as we, for example, in the history, you are going to you want to analyze certain data in the history. So, okay, we are going to read. We have a lot of data, but is there anyone who's like analyzing this data or making some kind of connections, understand, maybe take some lessons maybe from this based on what's happening? I mean, this is the new things, right? Everyone is just taking care about medical data, satellite data, whatever. But what about those related to things such as art, such as history and this stuff? So that's why we are going to work on something that I believe that's going to be unique comparing to other colleges and universities. I want to thank you guys for giving us the chance to talk, and please do not hesitate to contact me at any time, and or Alexandra, about any questions, and we are more than happy to reply via email, or if you want to set up any Zoom meeting or one-to-one meetings, I am very glad to set up that meeting and answer or respond to your concerns.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Professor, for giving such a brilliant presentation on data science. And I'm sure it was very insightful. Thank you, Alexandra, for constantly being there and taking us through your support. Any closing remarks would you like to give to our attendees? Professor and Alexandra, any closing remarks from your side to our attendees?
I mean, I would just say, you know, again, thank you for everyone for taking the time to explore these different majors, and for, you know, working with us to understand what it takes to apply to college in the US in particular. You know, I'm here to help explain that whole process. You know, as you're moving forward in your process here, I know we might have some students who are ready to apply this fall, some students who are just starting to explore. We have some counselors and perhaps some teachers too that are attending today. So we're here to answer all different types of questions for you. And I hope, you know, everyone's family is healthy and well as we navigate this other storm together.
Yes.
Through this, you know, we're trying to be very responsive and flexible from the admission side as well, understanding that those who are applying this fall have had a very different spring, and that, you know, timelines and you know, the way that we're assessing our applicants this year might be a little bit different. So please know that we are, you know, we're trying to be responsive and flexible as well for those. So any questions about our, you know, response to the pandemic, how we're reopening this fall, just how Beloit is moving forward, I'd be happy to answer as well if you'd like to email me.
Right, exactly, because we believe the help is beyond this webinar, and you guys already have the email IDs of Professor and Alexandra both. So I would, you know, finally give a final thanks to Professor for taking it so nicely throughout. So thank you so much once again, and thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you all. We do appreciate. Thanks.